Hi, today I want to show you how to be able to resize a photo so that it will sit on your computer's desktop and look nice and in proportion and not look obscured or anything weird like that. So I'm going to step you through this. Firstly, you can see my computer desktop at the moment. So we are going to start here. And the first thing we need to do is actually go and work out what size our screen resolution is. So mine's set at a default setting for my screen. But let's go and see how we can actually find that setting. So I'm actually going to right mouse click on the desktop area here. So I'm just going to do a right mouse click here. And you'll see now I get a little menu. And what I want to do is go to the display settings option. Now I'm going to open that up and click. And it will open up my settings for my computer. Now I'm going to scroll down a little bit. What I'm looking for is the scale and layout section. It's got three little settings in here for me. And what we want to do here is we want to check what our display resolution is. Now mine is set to 1920 pixels wide by 1080 pixels in height. Now what I want you to do is I want you to write that down because we're going to need that measurement when it comes time to actually resizing the photo. So make a little note of that. And once you've done that, you can close that window. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to go and open the photo and edit it so that it's going to fit nicely on our screen. Now, I've got a little photo here that I took on holidays a few years ago, and I want to use this as my desktop. So I'm going to right mouse click on that image. I don't want to double click on it because I don't want to just open and view it. What I want to do is choose to edit it on my computer with a program called Microsoft Paint. So we're going to right mouse click on that. And you'll see that I do get a whole bunch of different options in here. And we're looking for the setting that says open with. All right, so we're going to choose that. And then from that menu, I'm going to choose to open it into the Paint application. And that will launch for me on my computer. And you can see I'm quite zoomed in a lot at the moment on the sky section here. So I'm just going to go to the bottom corner here and there's a little zoom in and zoom out tool. I'm just going to zoom that out a little bit so I can see the photo a little bit better. It just makes it easier to work with as well. All right, so I've zoomed that out. I can see the photo properly now. Now, what I want to do next is I want to resize this photo. I want to get the proportions correct so that I don't end up having some of my photo chopped off, but I can see everything nicely on there. So we are going to go and find the resize and skew button. Now, you can technically press Ctrl W on your keyboard. That's a little keyboard shortcut, but here it is here, and you can see it's just up on the ribbon here. So I'm going to click that and it will open up the resize and skew window. Now at the moment, this is basing my measurements here off percentages and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to switch it over to click the little pixels button. And you'll see straight away now it shows me what the actual dimensions of this photo are. So this is over 4,000 pixels wide, which is way too big. And the height of this is actually going to be a lot bigger than what my screen will allow it to show anyway. So what we're going to do here is I am going to highlight the horizontal measurement. And what you want to do is you want to put in the measurement that you got from your screen resolution. So remembering mine was 1920. So I'm going to type that in. And you'll see automatically that Paint will adjust the vertical height. Now, my vertical height is a little bit too big to fit on my screen. So I am going to end up having some of the photo chopped. So we are going to fix that, right? So first off, let's get that measurement for the width correct. And we're going to click OK once we've done that. And that's now resized that photo down. You can even check down in the bottom status bar here in Paint. It will show you what your dimensions are. And I can now see it is definitely that 1920 pixels. Now, what I want to do next is I do need to crop the photo. So I do need to chop some of it off, but I'm going to have full control about where I'm going to cut it at. And I'm just zooming mine in a little bit better so I can see it a bit closer because I do have too much height. Now, I would like to keep this boardwalk area in the photo, but I'm thinking I can remove some of that sky so that when it does display on my desktop, it's going to look a bit nicer. So now that we've got that resize, we now want to go and crop this image. Now, what I want to do is I want to use my selection tool here, which I already have selected as a rectangle. And when I put my cursor over the photo now, it becomes that little cross cursor. So what I can do now is draw around the space that I want to keep so that then I can get Paint to actually remove the rest. So I'm going to use my cursor here, and if you look in the bottom left corner, so we're looking down this section here, When I move my cursor on the photo, it actually shows me what pixel position I'm at. So what I want to do is just kind of crop my photo down around about, maybe I'm going to go about 150 pixels down, but I want to make sure that the first measurement in that area is 0 because I want to be on that far left edge of the photo. Right, so I'm going to go and click and then drag, and you'll see you get that dotted line appear. Now what I'm aiming for here is the second measurement that I have down in the bottom status bar is that is showing me how big my cropped area is or how big that frame is. So I'm aiming for that to match up with the dimensions of my screen resolution. So I'm going to make sure I go all the way to the edge from left to right, which shows me I'm at that 1920 pixels wide. But on the height, this is where I can control how high it is. And I know that my height is 1080 pixels. So I'm going to need to select the correct area to get that same measurement. So I know that from where I've come down 150 pixels from the top. I know I need to come down a bit further. So again, I can click. You can see the dotted line there that's moving. I'm just going to click off that to then try again. All right, so you don't have to get this right in one go. So I'm going to come down a little bit further this time. I'm going to come down maybe to about, I don't know, let's choose maybe 240. And I just need to make sure again that I'm on that far left margin, that I'm not, I've got a 0 in that position. All right, so let's do that one again, 1920. Now I can get it down to that 1080. And it does take a little bit of practice to get that right. There we go. I'm getting closer to the part that I want. All right. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit easier, what you can do is calculate exactly how many pixels down you need to come to actually make this work correctly. So I know that I'm at 1040 pixels in height at the moment, but my screen only allows me to do 1080. So if I just subtract those two, it tells me I have to come down 360 pixels. All right, so this gives you a little bit more preciseness when you're trying to do that. So I'm going to go to that left side. I'm going to make sure I'm on the 0 on the left point, but I'm going to come down to the 360 pixels. And you can see there I am right now. So if I now click and drag that right to the very bottom corner, that gives me a framed area of exactly 1920 pixels by 1080. All right, so that's going to mean that's the exact perfect size to fit onto my desktop. So once I've got that, I'm going to go ahead now and we need to crop that out. So now I can go and hit the little crop button. So you can see it's up on my ribbon here. And if I wanted to, I could use the shortcut Control Shift and the letter X. That's another option. But I'm going to press that. And what it does now is it now takes away that area of the photo that I don't need anymore. All right, so this is now going to be what my actual wallpaper, my desktop wallpaper will look like. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to save this file as a new file. Don't accidentally go and click save as you're doing this because you will override your original photo and you want to keep that original version because it might be a photo you've taken, such as mine, on holidays and you don't want to crop the original. So I'm going to go and choose from the File tab here. And there is a Save As option. And if I choose Save As, it pops open, gives me some different file formats I can use. Now you can choose any of these to save your photo as. These will all work as the desktop background. But PNG and JPEG are usually the go-tos for this. PNG provides a little bit higher resolution, so a bit more clarity. But JPEG is also absolutely perfectly fine to use and is often used for photos. All right, so I'm just going to go with a PNG file for this one. So I choose that, it opens up and says, okay, where do you want to save this to? Now you would want to put this somewhere easy to find. I'm just going to pop this onto my desktop here and I'm going to put my file name in and I'm going to call this my wallpaper. All right, just so it's easy to find. Now, once I've done that, I can actually set this photo as my desktop from here. I don't even need to leave Paint. So if you go back to your File tab and you can see the file name is now showing in that top left corner. But if I go back to the File tab, now there is a setting here that says Set as Desktop Background. All right, so I'm going to choose that. You can choose any of these. I don't want to go with a tile because that will, if your photo is a little bit smaller, it will actually repeat the photo across your desktop and I don't want that. So I'm just going to get it to fill my background. And you'll actually see in the background of Paint right now There we go. If I just minimize the program here, there is my photo sitting perfectly in that cropped area that we set it to. And that's providing me with my little customized desktop background. So I hope this has helped you to know how to get your photos to look nice on your desktop. Obviously, this is me using Microsoft Windows 11, which is the most current version as of 2025. But the similar processes are involved in the older programs such as Windows 10. All right, but feel free to like, and you can follow my channel for more videos.